All right, we're starting here in just 1 second. We get ourselves going. Let's see here. All right, if you all could get yourselves into the chat, that would be absolutely awesome. And let me know if you can see the slides up here. Let's see here. Yes, if you could get into the chat, that'd be great. Yo, yo. All right, good, good. Oh, you guys are faster than I am. All right, I'm coming. Yo, Neil, good to see you. We're going to be starting here in just 1 second. So if you guys would just let people get into the chat, say you're here, and that you can see and hear. Are you able to see and hear? Yes, you can see and hear? Yeah. Okay, cool. That to be good. Gotta have that. Yeah, today's a fun show. We have a lot of you guys. Yeah, I guess everybody's want to learn how to do this one. And why not? If you don't have an offer, you're pretty much cooked. Yeah. Hey, Les. Okay, we are all gathered here together. Everybody's here. Yep. We're good. All right, good. Now, would you all set your chats to everyone? Look at the chat, where the little boxes where you're supposed to say put the words in that you're going to type. And if somebody has something, hey, Natalie, how you doing? If somebody has something that sounds like it would be better if you talked about it, then we'll unmute you. But for the moment, just put yourself in chat and set your setting there to everyone, where it says to host and panelists or to everyone. Would you set it to everybody? Say yes. Okay. All right. Does everybody know what an offer is, by the way? We're going to talk about an offer. Let me get my video up here. See if we can see. Okay. Can you see me okay? We look kind of weird here. 1 second. Let me fix the light. Fix the light. Let's see if this is a little bit better. There. Is that a little bit better? Yeah, I can't tell if you all can see me okay, right? Looking good. Oh, you're sweet. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how we can create offers that draw people in. Does anybody know what an offer is? Anybody want to guess what one is? By the way, this is Kim Klaver, and we're going to talk today a little bit about how to create an offer that pulls in the right ones. Do y'all know what an offer is? Anybody want to take a guess? All right. Guess anybody? Who knows what an offer is? An offer is a call to action. Okay. Yeah. What else? An offer is something you're giving or selling. Okay. Something to buy. Okay. What else? We got any other ideas? Something that will take, now we're cooking. Okay. Yeah, we got some of you guys. A hook to get their attention. Okay. Something that will take care of a problem someone has. Floyd, yes, you're like pretty much on the money there. A sales letter, right? Yeah. A hook to get their attention. Okay. Let's see what else we got. A hook to get their attention, a proposal. And the proposal or the offer is always attached to a problem. Like, for example, all of you are here because I sent you an email, right? We sent you an email and I said, you know what? I'm going to show you today if you would like to create an offer that pulls in the right ones and you'd like to see how to do that, I'll come over and I'm going to show you today how to create an offer that pulls in the right people. Why? Well, what's the problem a person has? What's the problem you have that makes you say, I want to know how to create an offer that pulls somebody in? If you were doing that already, would you have responded to this offer? Do you want to know how to create an offer that pulls in people? What's the problem? Everybody who's here wants to know how to do that because you don't have an offer that is pulling people in right now. Not enough. Am I right? Tell me yes or no. So the problem is you ain't got no offer that's any good. And so you want to learn how to write one so that people say yes. So an offer is something that you put out, but it's in the context of solving somebody's problem. Now, you notice that the whole world isn't here today. Some people are actually watching Elon Musk or doing stuff on Twitter, or they're watching the news or whatever. So you never have everybody, but you have the people who say, you know what, if I knew how to write an offer that pulled in the right people, I could enroll a lot of people, maybe do some good and make some money, right? So we're clear. An offer really is an offer really is offering a solution to a specific problem. And often you'll see them most simply in, if you want X, then do Y. If you want to grow 3-foot tomato, 3-foot wide tomatoes, go to this link. If you want to triple your money overnight, go here, right? So the offer is something that it's a fix to a problem, a potential fix to a problem that somebody has. Are we all clear about that? Notice, it's not the name of the product. It's not the name of the company. Are you all with me there? If I just said the Orange Book and wrote a post and said the subject, the Orange Book, probably nobody would be here. Don't even know what that is. What do you mean Orange Book? What is that, right? So that's the offer. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then at the end of this, I'm going to show you if you want my help doing this. So because we're getting really good at this now. I've done it for so many years. You can do that and work up a little bit more close and personal. I have a couple options for people there. How many people want to know how to do that? Really want to know for sure. Okay, let's see what you got here. All right. Yeah. Okay, good. So the right ones, what are the right ones? By the way, who here has, on a scale of 1 to 10, and tell me true, because I'm going to hold your feet to the fire here. How many people on a scale of 1 to 10 would say that what you do for people with your product or your business or your service, that you feel like you can really help people with it? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is, well, I don't know if I can help them that much. And 10 is, oh my gosh, it's changed my life and it has changed other people's lives already. So the question is what you market right now, what you're offering, assuming you're in a business, you're either an affiliate marketer or a network marketer, or you might be coaching your own program. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10, where you think it can really help somebody, either because it's helped you or because you've got clients and customers who tell you you have changed their lives? What do we got here? 10. Yeah, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think that you and your product can really help people? 10 is, oh my gosh, totally, I know for sure, and it's helped me and I've seen other people. And anything less than that is you're not sure. And if you're not sure, it doesn't mean, you have to go suicidal or something. It just means you want to market something where you're completely confident that, yes, this has helped me or somebody really close to me, right? Can you all see the slides here that says right ones at the front? Is that right? Can you all see that? Tell me, yes, you can see the slides. I just got a notification. And that's all you can see, right? No other stuff, just the slides and a little listing on the left. Okay. Okay. Yeah, checking. Good, good. You guys are active. Yeah. We see you too. Yeah. Good. Okay, good. All right. So the right ones are the people that you can actually help. So you want to be sure that whatever you market, you totally know that it can help people get results. Because if you can't do that, why are you marketing? Right? Yeah. Okay. So here's who we're looking for. Who are the right ones? Number one, you are looking for people who are looking to solve a problem. Okay. Now, these sound very simple until you start doing them and you realize, oh, yeah, hey, Neil, we see you too. Right. Okay. People that are looking to solve a problem that you and your program can solve. Those are the people that you want. If you have somebody who says, oh, let's say you solve a weight loss problem for people that have done at least 15 diets. So I'm still overweight, trying to lose something. I've been doing it 15 years. I keep eating, gaining everything back and blah, blah. And you have a way to solve that problem where it doesn't really change what they eat very much. And you have a different way to solve this problem, right? Say this weight problem, or how to make money doing network marketing, or how to learn to market, or whatever you're doing. So the problem is they are still overweight, or don't have enough money, or their hair's not good, or their skin's not good, or they don't have self-confidence, whatever. And you and your program have a way to solve that problem. Notice there's no talk here about your company or your product. Have you noticed that? There's nothing about how it's going to be done. Okay? Say yes. Tell me, yes, you got this. It's very critical that you understand that you're looking for people who say they have a problem that you can solve. You start with that because that is how you're going to make your offer. If you want X, click here. Nobody's going to say, if you want my A to Z DNA pill with mother's breast milk on the outside, click here. Nobody's going to care. But a problem, they want to care. Okay, so be really conscious of this. It sounds really simple. And then when I see some of your copy that you write, the words that you write or say, it's all about your product and how great it is and how technically superior it is. And nobody cares. So the key, the right ones for you, if you want to write an offer that pulls in the right people, right? The right ones, the people that are looking to solve a problem right now, actively looking to solve it, and you and your program can solve it. Has everybody got that? Okay, so remember this. Everybody has some problem or other. This is just how the world is. Everybody wants a solution to their problem, not your problem, their problem. And 3, they think about how to fix that problem most of the time. I mean, it might be that you're hungry. It might be that you're bored. It might be that, oh, my phone broke. I got to figure out how to fix my phone. Or I have to organize my desk. Some state where you're not satisfied and you need to do something or buy something to make it work. They think about fixing the problem all the time. I mean, do you agree with this? That this is kind of how people are? Tell me, yes, I agree. Why? So you got this. I'm gonna just wait a second, make sure y'all are engaged. All right. So you think what you're thinking about right now. Some of you might be hungry. Some of you might be thinking, okay, when are you going to get to the good parts? Come right now. And what's the problem? You're thinking about something that you don't have or that you're not quite satisfied with, or you're this or you're that, and you want a solution for it. That is how humans are pretty much built. And that's what we do, right? So the question is, how do I make an offer to the people that are looking to solve the problem that I can solve so that they say yes? How do I make an offer so that the people who have the problem, so the they is not how anybody says yes. People come to me every day. Kim, how do I make them say yes? What should the real question be? What should the real question be? Who knows? How do I make them say yes? Let's change that question and make it so that it works. Anybody know? Let's see if anybody's got this. So somebody says, well, how do I make them say yes? And I always say that is not the right question. What's the question you need to ask? Let me see. We just did this. Let's see if we got this. Well, let me see who's going to get it. This chat is such a pain. How can I help you? Okay. And by the way, Heather, reset your chat so that you don't go to host and panelists and you go to everyone. How do I show them how I can solve the problem? Okay. So how do I make an offer so they say yes? Do we have any other candidates to fix that statement? All right, so here's my recommended change. How do I make an offer so that the people who have the problem I can solve say yes? Is that okay? You got that? Make sure everybody has that. How do I make an offer so that who says yes? Let me see if you got this. Who says yes? Who has to say yes? Who are they? But what are the tens? Define them. How do I make an offer so that the people who have the problem I can solve say yes? Got it? That's all that's ever going to say yes. Okay, I just want you to be conscious of that. That's all that's ever going to say yes. Okay? Just those who have the problem and are looking to solve it. How many people have learned something here just with this in terms of what you're going to be doing to market? Who says they've learned something right now? A shift in how you think about this. Let me see. Say me. Who's got a shift already? This is a very big deal. The network marketing industry completely overlooks this because they like to pretend everybody's going to want this. Well, they don't, as you've learned. Okay. Especially in today's world. So what are we going to do here to make this happen? Number one, you have to, the fourth step here is that you need to demonstrate that we have a solution to that problem. So your life as a marketer is going to be finding innovative, fun ways to demonstrate that you have a solution to that problem that they have. How many are still with me? Let me see. I'll make sure that you got this. All right, good. So this is what you want. I'm going to show you how to do it here. So what do we talk about? A lot of people say, I don't know what to say. What should I say? What should I talk about? What should I post? What should I write an email about? Guess what you should be writing an email about? What? If we're supposed to be demonstrating that we have a solution to somebody's problem, because an offer, what's an offer? We make the people say yes who have the problem and are looking to solve it that we know how to solve. So what do you think we ought to be talking about? What do you think? Should we just talk about solving their problem? What about that? Would that sound good? What do you think about that? We ought to be talking about solving their problem. Let's see if we got this here. Yeah. Yep, good. All right, I'm going to show you how to do that. So you do that by, you can email people. Like I sent you guys an email. Would you like to learn how to write an offer that actually draws in the right people? Yeah, I want that, right? What's the underlying problem? You don't know how to do it yet. I take classes all the time. Masterminds pay so much money. Why? Because they have a problem that I have, that they have a solution to. So I want to pay and learn it from the people who are doing it. Okay, so then you take email, social media, web pages, and when you're out and about, say you're out there shopping, you're having lunch, whatever, you're always talking about that you know how to solve a certain problem. Like somebody says, what do? You might say, well, I'm an eye doctor for children between, say, I don't know, 6 and 12 who have eye disease AQZ, and they're going to go blind if they don't get, that's what I do. What do? You define yourself by the problem you solve. See, that's why when people say, what are you, like a network marketer? It's like, oh God, or you try Eric's, a professional network marketer. How does that tell anybody anything? That's interesting. Yeah. Figure out who you solve. I help people who want to have a big distribution channel with thousands of people using the product where we get paid a little bit all the time. That's what I do. We help people own those things and build those things. What do you do? Well, you see, if somebody wants to have a distribution channel with hundreds and thousands of people in it that bring a little bit of money all the time, they say, well, how do you do that? And if somebody has no interest, they won't say anything. Do you see what I mean? So sometimes a goal can be positioned in such a way that it looks like somebody else's problem, and they really want to see if I want to have that, right? So you should be spending your time talking about solving their problem, not about your product, not about your company, not about your upline, nothing. Okay. This is how you do it. Does that make sense? Are we good here? Because now we're going to get into the deep stuff. You got your pencils ready? Who's ready? Yeah. Well, and proven solution. Yeah. You don't want to say words like that because that is somebody's telling you there's a seller in the room. You're going to show that it's working by how you post. See? All right, here we go. Yeah, nice. We got you. How do we do that? Number one, you're not going to talk about us or what we have. So you should know this takes the pressure off. Nobody's looking to see, oh, how's her hair looking? Well, you might be if you're bored. But for the most part, I don't have to worry about talking about me. I haven't said a single thing except my name. So if you're still here, then obviously we're engaged, right? You're engaged with me. I'm engaged with you. And you might figure out, well, gosh, you must have been around a long time. She's probably built a lot of these things, and actually 6 or 7. Yep. Yeah, we have for sure. But it's really, I don't have to sell you. I don't have to say, oh, I went to Harvard and Stanford and MIT, and I have all these credentials and blah, 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 blah. No, you don't know anything. I'm just using this as an example. You see, we're not talking about us. You don't need to worry about how you look, who you are, how many followers you have, whether anybody knows anything about you at all. Because I hate to break it to you, but nobody cares. They really don't. They just want to know, have you got something that can help fix my thing? That's it. Whatever the problem is, they're first thinking about them. And so that's why you want to be able to, you can take the pressure off. Nobody's looking at you or what you've done. Have I helped some of you just with this part right here? That you don't need to worry about how you look? Let me see if we got this. Say yes. All right. Take the pressure off yourself. It's not about how you look and how many people you listen, how many customers, none of it matters. It's remember what they want. What do people want when they're searching online looking for problems? Yep. So they're too busy looking to solve their own problems than to figure out what it is. What are you wearing? All right. Are we good so far? So how are we going to do this? What are you going to focus on? What does your market want? How do you know what they want? Now, remember your market. Let me explain to you what your market is. First of all, do you all realize that no matter what you market, it will only be for certain people, and specifically the ones who are looking to solve the problem that you can help with? Does everybody get that? Say yes or no. Say yes, so I know that you've got it. You got this for sure. If what you have doesn't solve their problem, they don't want to know its name or how much it costs or what the company is. They could care less. Are we good? You like the look part. Ooh, yeah, me too. Just want to be sure we got this. Okay. So what does your market want? Remember what we're looking, your market are the people who have the problem. They're looking to solve a problem, and it happens to be one that you can solve with who you are, your coaching, your network marketing product or service or the program or your affiliate program. We got this? All right. So who are the market? People who have the problem you can solve. That is your market. Now, don't you want to talk to them first instead of talking to 99 people who are clueless? And then they say, oh, no, I don't really care. I don't have any teeth, so I don't want any tooth stuff. Or I don't really care about my hair, or I, don't use face cream, so I don't really need. I mean, how many of you have spent countless hours talking to people who don't care one bit about solving the problem that your product solves. They're just not interested. It's not for them. How many? Say me. Yeah. Remember, you're only looking for people who have the problem that you can solve. Yeah. Hey, Neil, I think you're going to be connecting with Vic, right? We might have a little surprise for you. Neil V. Yeah, we got you. Okay. Number 2, how do they get it? Okay. They want to know your market is people who have the problem that you can solve. Number 1. 2, they want to know how they can get it. How are they going to get the solution? Because you said you have one, right? And then how do they get it from you? This is what we're doing online. Okay. Have we got this? People who have the problem you can solve. They want to know how do they get the fix and how do they get it from you? Is that pretty straightforward? 1, 2, 3. Who's got this? Who wants to learn how to do this right now? We're almost done already. It's going to be quick. Yeah, me too. All right. So what we do in marketing is, whether it's online or offline, we focus on those things that I just said. The people that have the problem and they're still looking to solve it. Now, sometimes the people have the problem, or we think they do, but they're not looking to solve it. There are a lot of overweight people who are not in the market for anything to lose weight. Right, because they don't know they're overweight. Of course they know they're overweight. You think they like being overweight? No, but they're tired of doing the overweight thing, so they're out of the market for a while, right? So the key is you want to find people who have the problem that you can solve. They have it, and they are actively looking to solve it. And we're going to show you how to find those people, of course, because that's all you want to talk to. And so what we do in marketing is we focus on those things and use words and pictures to talk about those things, the problems that we can solve, so that the people who have them go, oh, you're the one I want to talk to. Everybody see that, how that works? So how do you find out what they want? Well, I'm going to give you 2 steps here. The first one is, well, let me put the step later. The first one is you want to talk to the market one-on-one. What does that mean? You talk to people, you find people who have the problem, whether it's on Facebook or in your own address book, or whether it's people that you know, or people at the Bridge Club, or people at the church. You find ways to talk to the people in your market, which are the people who have the problem, and they're trying actively to get rid of the problem that you can solve, right? Are you with me so far? You talk to them one-on-one. Then we craft the offer. Why? Because we're going to be using their words. That's how you talk to your market. Use the words, not out of the company brochure. No. Use the words that they use to describe the problem and the consequences of the problem. Does that sound, everybody have this? Isn't that a sneaky way to get the goodies, so that you always are calling the people by name, right? That's really what you want to do. So instead of reading stuff about, getting the DNA and the cellular level, which no normal person ever talks about or cares about, they want to know, you know what, my energy in my shoulder is all funny, right? So if you have funny energy in your shoulder and it's kind of limping on one side, click this. What is that? A call to a person who has a lumpy or bumpy shoulder and they feel like, oh my gosh, I'm falling apart at the seams. Click here. See what we did about that. See that? If you have this, click here. If you want to grow 3-5-foot tomatoes, 3-foot wide tomatoes, click here. If you want to know how to get some of your money back from FTX, click here, right? Then we craft an offer, and the offer is the problem and a proposed solution, with which you do not give away. Remember, we have to have mystery. Keep the kimono closed. Don't be opening up like this. Don't tell them everything. Okay, then we're going to talk to the market one-on-one. Then we're going to craft the offer. And you're going to talk about the outcome that they want with regards to the problem. We're not going to talk about the product, and we're not going to talk about how they get there. Right? Let's say that you have a program and you work with, you help people with mindset. I mean, certainly for people that are trying to earn, say, $10,000 a month, if you're used to making $2,000 a month, you have to change some mindset work. So if you were going to say, well, we help people make 10,000 a month. And we do mindset work for people like that. Very few people are going to come. But if we show people how to make $10,000 a month who've never done it before, and we have a very, hidden secret method number Z, click here, those people are going to come. And then your path will be some interesting mindset work, for example, or it'll be some interesting intermittent fasting program, or it'll be something else. But you don't sell the process when you are selling the solution to the problem. Does that make sense to everybody? It's a little bit sophisticated. So if you're not like 100% tuned in, you might miss it. But if you're totally tuned in here, you're going to get it. Yeah, Floyd, you got it. Okay. So we're not talking about what we market, not the way we do it. We're talking about getting the person the result. If you got this problem, boom. So let me show you the template to start things off, to create an offer. The offer's got a few steps to it to create it. You ready for that? Yeah. Okay, here we go. What problem do you help your people solve? So you want to type in a couple of them. What problem do you help your people solve? What's a problem that you help somebody solve? I can give you the, well, just think about this. I'll give you the structure for it. The one of the best ways to begin, especially if you yourself are a product of the product, you know how they say be a product of the product, is your own before and after. Okay. Right, your own before and after. Yeah. So what you can start is, here's how you can do this for yourself. Every one of you wants to get the most out of this. Do this right here. Before I had this situation, I'm going to give you one example here. Before, I didn't know what to say to people without scaring them away. So what was your situation before? Before, I was in this situation. I had some physical ailment, and be specific. Before, I was in this situation. I had achy joints, or I was big as a barn and I just couldn't lose no matter what I did. Before, I had really thin hair. Now it's right. Before, what was the situation that was the problem before? Before, I was in this situation. Or it might be before my whole life, I was really athletic and energetic. And one day I woke up and it seemed like I had put on 30 pounds. That's the problem. Before, that was my situation. So everybody got this? You got it before? And after, now, 2 months later, 2 weeks later, an hour later, depends. I know what to say to people, and now they don't run away. So for the lady who, from the one that we gave before, I was super duper healthy, athletic, until I hit about 40. And then one day when I was 41, I woke up and suddenly I had put on 30 pounds. Right? Then she could say, now, 3 weeks later, 8 weeks later, I'm back the way I was. And I didn't have to give up eating my favorite pizza, let's say. That's what we do. What do you help people do? Okay. So what is your before and after? Does anybody here have a before and after for your own product? Where before I was in this situation and I didn't know what to do. And then I tried this program or this routine or this service. And now 6 months later or 3 months later or months later, I'm in a new situation. Who here has a before and after? Who's got a before and after? Anybody? So put it in. Floyd, put it in. Before I blah, blah, and now I blah, blah. Just get the bottom line here. What have you got? Anybody? Let's see if we're going to have anybody daring. So do you all have, I'm happy to take a look at one of yours right now. Randy, before I travel as a regular consumer now. Okay, so Randy, what you want to do is make that problem more specific, because traveling like a regular consumer doesn't sound like a problem to most people. And we don't know what it means to travel as an insider. So you want to take all the words out that sound kind of clever and be clear. Before, what's the big change that happened with your traveling? Don't use any jargon or any words that people cannot understand, because they would just turn right out. I don't know what it means to travel as a consumer, and I don't know what it means to travel as an insider. But I do understand, before, when I traveled, I paid through the nose, pretty much like everybody else. And now, I get to travel and pay what the pilots pay or pay what the stewardesses pay. Do y'all see the difference between using jargon and kind of clever words versus telling it like a normal person would do that? Before, I traveled like anybody else, pay through the nose. Now, guess what? I pay the same. I travel like a pilot. They get to, I think pilots and all the airline personnel get to pay a lot less. You know what I mean? Yeah, before I didn't know how to find people that would want what I have. Right. And now I know how to do that. Yeah. And another way to say that, before I had no idea how to figure out who had the problem, so that they would come to me and I could just offer my solution, and they would come and like kind of just eat out of my hand. And now I have learned how to do that. Right? That's exactly right, Neil. Exactly. You get, see if we got it for some of you. You guys, you got it? Yeah. Totally. Okay, good. So your before and after, you use that. So before, I didn't know what to say to people, except that I didn't know what words to use to say to people so they wouldn't run away. And now I use words and people don't run away anymore. And we'll use that one for the example that I've got. Now we're going to craft your I help statement. So we go from your before and after. So you have your own personal story, right? Your before and after. And now we're going to create your I help statement, because you're going to be able to help people like the ones like yourself. That's one of the easiest ways to start this process. Okay. So you're going to say, I help people who are these people? So I might say, you might say, go ahead and put your own in there. I help people who want to build a distribution network, but they don't know where to find the people who are likely to buy. So Neil, that would be you. Right. And Cassie P, you could say, I help, right? Yeah. Before I spend my okay, yeah, you want to be a little bit more specific there, but you're getting it. I didn't know how to reach the people, right? So I help people who don't know how to reach the people they need to enroll them as customers in their business. That might be one. So you see how this comes from, I help people who have had trouble losing weight all their lives and never thought they could. Okay, that would be maybe for Lynette there. See that? Or people who travel a lot and they've been paying, full price and then some all their lives. Okay, so this is who you help. You help these people. Now, the second piece, you help them get this result. So I could say, I help people who didn't know what to say except to chase people away when they were talking about their business. And I help these people use words that are friendly so that nobody runs away anymore. You see that? People used to run away because the words they used. Now I help these people so that to use words so people don't run away anymore. Everybody got this? Say yes. And I do that without them ever having to go to friends, family, or neighbors. Okay, let's see if we got this. We got some new messages in here. You like the look part. Kasaba, you're so funny. Everybody got this? Yeah, this is how you do this. Next, okay, so we have the before and after, which is your own before and after. Before I was this situation, and now I'm much better than I used to be, right? Without telling anything more. Then I help people who had this problem like I did, right? Get this result like I did, and without having to do some yucky thing, without having to hit on their friends and family, or without having to stay up 24/7, without having to drink caffeine until it's coming out of their ears. Now, the third step is we create an attraction statement that you put on your Facebook profile. And if any of you have been on my Facebook profile, you'll see that we have enrolled hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people from Facebook with these attraction statements. And this is where they come from. This is how you create them. See? We can make an attraction statement a question. So all of you know what it looks like on a Facebook profile page, right? You have your profile and you can type stuff in there. So each one of our posts, usually I'll call out the audience, network marketers or Elon Musk lovers or Elon Musk haters, and then I'll have something. So you want to call out your audience, hit a return for a space, and then you make your proposition, your attraction statement, okay? Which is step one in the marketing dance. Remember, very few people are going to come in the backseat on the first night. So you're going to have to do the dating game. Call out and see, yoo-hoo, Henrietta, Olivia, are you there? And whoever has that name, they're going to come. And that name is the person where you describe the problem they're looking to solve. Does everybody get that part? Tell me yes, you got it. Tell me yes, you're with me. You're there. All right, good. So here's an attraction statement. It's an example. We can make these a question. I love questions. People like to answer. So on your Facebook profile, you'll see these on mine constantly. Here's the header, a call out to the audience, struggling network marketers. You see that one at the top? Tell me yes, you see it. Calling them out right there. Is it really possible to talk to people so they don't run away? Now, if you saw that on my Facebook page, or you saw an email like that, would you want to know what I'm going to say next? How many of you would like to know? Yeah. Before I didn't know how to make my money work for me. Now I know how to make my money work for me. So it grows without me. That's, you're close. You're really, really close there, Maria. Yeah. And Maria, you want to hit, change your setting from host and panelist to everyone. Okay. Then here's a gal who's in finance. Said before, I didn't know how to make my money work for me. Most people don't know how to make their money work for them. They're so busy earning it. Once they have it and spend it, there's nothing left for them to make go to work for you because you don't know how to do it, right? And some of you say, well, I don't have enough left, but you do. You just have to have the discipline to put 10% aside or 15% or some percent. You'll adjust. Once you do that and you have a little cash stash, you can think, how am I going to make this money work for me? So it earns, whether you invest in a business, whether you invest in, crypto or whatever you do with small businesses, there's a way to make the money that you are disciplining yourself into putting aside on a regular basis so that it works for you, earning money someplace else. And if you don't understand how to do that, and that it's possible to do that, this lady has a big market. In fact, I would add to your market, Marie, that you could add, I didn't know how to make my money work for me. I didn't know that I had enough money to even go to work for me. Here's how I found enough money to have it start working for me. Who would want to know how to do that? How to find enough money in your situation right now so that it can go to work for you and it can make money while you're sleeping in addition to you continuing to make more. How many people would like to know how to do that? See, Maria, you see how you get that? Yeah. Are you in our YES program, the SFA program, Maria? I can't remember now, but I believe you are, but I'm not 100% sure. But yes, this is how you do this. And a lot of people don't even know how to get the money that they can start accumulating. Yeah, you see, they don't even know that they can. They think they can't, but they can. You change business, good. Well, this one sounds to me like it's much better. Yeah. All right. Is it really possible to talk to people so they don't run away? Okay, so what happened now? What do we do now? Watch this, you guys. This is the whole offer right here. I'm going to give you one. Struggling network marketers. Is it really possible to talk to people so they don't run away? This came from before and after, right? I didn't know how to talk to people. They just ran away. But then I took this class and learned how to talk to people. Now they don't run away anymore. Okay, so what's the before and after? I used to talk and they all ran away. After, now they don't run away anymore. I help people who don't know how to talk to people without making them run away, talk so that other people don't run away anymore. That's what I do. And without having to, bang on friends and family. Remember all those pieces, they're right there. See? So this is this part. Is it really possible to talk to people so they don't run away? Now, guess here's the next part. Here's what I say now, and nobody runs away anymore. Want script? How many people would like to have the script for this? So notice the offer, right? On the offer. Struggling network marketers. Is it really possible to talk to people so they don't run away? Is it really possible to lose weight after being overweight 100 years? Is that really possible? Here's what I say now, and nobody runs away anymore. Want script? Who wants the script for this? All right. See how this works? And then what? So now you need to have what they call the CTA. Now we do a call to action, which is one of these. Click here, say me or PM me. Any one of those, right? You want the script? Okay, great. Click here, say me, PM me. And of course, on all of these, you set things up so people give you an email. So you start your email list, or you have something set so that this is called the marketing dance. This is part of the process, how you start that process. See how that works? Yeah. And then you start the marketing dance and you chat with the tens. We ask people constantly on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this matter to you? And if they don't say 10, we don't talk to them at all. Why? We just want the tens. The tens are quick. They say yes. And even if it's a 9, you'll say, oh, Kim, why can't we talk to a 9? Ask the person, why are you a 9? You know what they say? Well, I really want this, but my husband or my wife has the money and they won't agree. So why would you spend your time? There's a reason a person is a 9, which is that they're not a 10. You want tens. That way, 50 to 80% of them enroll. That's what we do. We have an enrollment process. I'm not even the person who enrolls anybody. I haven't enrolled anybody in years. Why should I do that? That's the easy part. I bring the people ready. And we have an enrollment process. We automate almost everything. So we don't have to do the parts because we learned how to do it. See, we learned how to call the people that have the problem and are trying to get rid of it that we can help with. So that's all we deal with. Nobody else. Does that make sense? Tell me, yeah, you got it. I'll look at the little chart here. Okay, cool. So that's really what we do here. And so far, does this sound like something you guys want to learn how to do? Who wants to learn how to do this? And how different is this from the marketing that you've done before so far? Let me hear. Is this kind of a different way to do it? Is it something that you'd like to learn how to do? And to do this, you need a path to run on. A daily, do these things every day. And none of them are watching your company convention. None of them are reading your pay plan. None of them are reading the ingredients. None of them are going to your uplines events. Your mission to make this business work is to bring in people who want the product or program that you have because they have a problem that it can solve. And you shouldn't be spending time 99% of your time should be fixated on figuring out who those people are, how they talk about the problem, and if it doesn't get solved, and how to convert that language from your prospective market into offers that just you put out there 24/7. That's what you do. Does that make sense? All right. Because, if you can stay the old way, you can definitely stay the way that you've been doing stuff, kind of like the doom fly. There's a wonderful story, a book, it's called U Squared. And the guy talks about how there's a fly on the window. Some of you know, if you've been at a cabin, there's a fly on the window, or you're sitting at a summer house somewhere and the fly's going bzzz. And how many people know what happens to that fly? If it stays at the window and tries to beat the window, is the fly going to make it, or is the fly not going to make it? Is the fly going to make it, or is it doomed? Which one? Which one of those is it? Is it a D? what's going to happen to this fly? If it stays buzzing at the window, right? And there could be a door open 10 feet away, totally wide open door into the space, onto the lake or the creek or wherever you are, right? And does it take it? No, it doesn't take it. And because it's busy doing the wrong thing. And so you want to ask yourself, if what you're doing isn't working and you're really trying hard to copy paste these lame messages, into people's DMs that don't even know you. You don't even know if they have a problem. You're just blasting all this nonsense in there. Might it be that if you do that too much, that you are going to die in terms of building a business, because trying harder, doing the wrong thing is not going to be any way to make it work. Does that make sense? Who here gets what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, you have to decide. You have to do something different. So let me tell you what we have. We have a couple of options for you. Would you guys like to know how we might be able to help you a little bit? To work a little bit more closely with us? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, totally. You just want to, and I think, Neil, that you also want to, I'd love to have you come and connect with Vic, let her know. Okay, let me, Neil is in one of our other programs, and I am talking to him because he's in one of our major programs, one of our big programs. All right, can you help me? You want to learn to find and talk to your market. That is one of the things that you want to learn how to do. Okay, you got to learn to find your market and talk to them. What is your market? Remember, the people who have the problem and they're looking to solve the problem that you can help with. Remember that? Yeah. Then what happens is you talk to your market and you use the words that they use to describe the problem and what the consequences of the problem are. I've been with this weight thing for so long, I think I'm just ready to figure out I'm going to just die and have to have a triple size casket. And that just makes me ill. I don't want to think like that, right? Those are words you can put in your post on Facebook. Are you worried about having because your family is going to have to buy a triple size casket for your body because you just couldn't lose weight? I mean, can you imagine? Wow, that makes me nervous, right? But see, you get the words from the people who have the problem, not your brochure, not your company brochure. So use their words. And then when you post about the problems that they have, those are the words that you're using. And then you bring them through the pre-qualification steps, like what I just set up here. Let me get the what I set up above. Struggling network marketers. If your words make people run the other way, script that brings people to me. If you like the script, want the script? Question mark. And then I can say, click here, or I can say, PM me, or I can say, do this or do that. And that starts, and that is part of my market. And if I get 10 people like that who say, yeah, I want to know, gimme, there might be 3 or 4 who end up buying. But there's nobody who didn't have the problem that I can solve. So nobody hangs up on you. Nobody blocks you. All of that is history. Do you see how that works? Yeah. Okay. Just want you to see that. And then you enroll them. That's what we do. And then we put people on the path and then repeat the process. Okay. So we have 2 options here. One is I have something called the Big School, the 6-figure advisor. That's a 5-figure program. And it really depends on how the program choice really depends on how much you want to change so that you have a business that in the next 6 or 12 months is going to be a distribution channel with hundreds and maybe thousands of people that are ordering on a regular basis, and you get a piece of all of that. How much you want that and how far away you are from that right now in terms of how you think, how you spend your time, and what you do. And the major program also is 80% automated. The process of reaching out and talking to people, once you have your offer clear, all the qualification of people is almost entirely done with an automated system that's custom to every person who comes in. That's what we do. And then we have a mini version of this called the New Way Network Marketing School, a mini version that is not 5 figures, that is much less than that, where you can learn the basics that I just gave you here, which is the things that you want to learn how to do is You have to learn to find and talk to your market. That's what you do. And we'll show you how to do that. And there's nobody in the industry who teaches that. Why? Because they don't believe there's such a thing as a market. Why? They tell you, talk to everybody. Everybody's going to want this. How many of you have heard? Everybody will want this. Everybody will want this. But you see, that's not true. Most people do not want it. Why? Because they don't have the problem that you're selling a solution to. Does that make sense? Tell me if everybody makes sense here. If you want to get some help from us, then what I would do here is learn to find and talk to your market, which we teach. Learn to use their words. We'll show you how to do all that kind of posting. And then when you post about the problems that they have, you bring them through the pre-qualification steps. Let me show you something else, tell you something else that we do. In the mini class, in the big class, of course, we do it, but in the mini class, which is a smaller version, we show you how to create what we call virtual magnets, which are like a PDF, which shows that you're an advisor, or a case study where we take you and a client that you've had who's had really wonderful results, and we set up and create a live interview that gets recorded and that plays online 24/7. And at the end of that, you put your calendar link, and that way people go, oh, if you'd like to get results like this and like us help you, remember, no technical, none of the company names, none of the company products. It's all about what other people really want. You want to learn how to talk to people and not sound funny. You want to learn how to just talk to the people that have the problem, that want the solution, like this person did. Then click on the calendar link and book a time, and we'll show you how to conduct an interview so you can enroll people into your program. How many people like the sound of that idea? Right? Yeah, well, the companies do that because they think we're dumb, and we don't know anything, but we do. So then you enroll people. These are the things we're going to teach you how to do. So if you would like to see if you can get into one of these programs, go to maxout.com, pick me. Let me show you here how to put that in. See if Vic is here. I don't know if Vic is here for this right now, but if she is, but if she's not, we're good. I got this. We're going to maxout.com, pick me. See if, can somebody click that and tell me if the link works? Make sure that I got it working for you. Somebody has that working? Do you see that working? Okay, so you fill in the blanks here. What we're looking to do is see what your situation is, why you want to work with us. And the reason is we want to know if we can help you. Okay, we don't know if we can help you. And so that's what this form looks like this. And you can book with Vic here in the next day or so. Yeah, it works. Okay, good. Yeah, and then you can tell her what your situation is, and she can recommend one of the one of the programs for you. We have the high ticket program that we have. This is Vic. You'd be talking to her, and she'll help you choose one. Or if we can't help you, we're very good at saying no first. In fact, we really like saying no first a lot, because if you are somebody who has really never been in business, and you've never owned your own business, you've never actually been on a commission-based situation, and it's just your first time, you definitely want to start with a smaller program. And if you're somebody who's been in the business for 5 years, you're a seasoned senior, and it's time to kick some butt because you want to make something really work, then you might want to choose the bigger program. And, for some people, a 5-figure program is like 15K. People think, oh, that's nothing here. Here's my credit card. And for some people, it's like, oh, wow, I don't know where I'd get that. We have financing options available for people. And when you're building a business, you want to think about, sometimes if you've never built a business, you think, well, borrowing money is bad. Dave Ramsey says money is bad. Borrowing money is bad. Well, it is if all you have is your job. If all you have is your job, then borrowing money more than what you can pay back from your job, or whatever the fixed income is not a good thing, because you're going to be out of, it's going to be too much. However, for your, okay, there we are. However, for a business, people invest time and money in a business in order to multiply their income. You know, I invest in masterminds constantly, 6 figures, you know, every 3-4 months. Why? Because I expect to multiply 10 times my income based on what I spent for it. Like Elon Musk bought Twitter. Almost everything was borrowed. Why? Because they expect to make 10 times that amount. Whether he does or not, nobody knows. You can't tell the future. But we put everything we have into a business, resources, finances, energy. Why? Because we want to multiply. We want to build a big distribution channel that has hundreds and thousands of people giving us income all the time, especially with this recession coming up. Okay, so that's what you want to think about. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's totally. Yeah, so I wouldn't, if you are nervous that you won't spend the time, then I wouldn't, not even sure that I would be in a business of my own, because let me tell you something that is not pretty about building any business, network marketing business, affiliate business, where you have to go out and get the customers. There is a certain amount of drudge work you have to do every day. It's like if you want to become an Olympic swimmer, what's the drudge? Every day you get in the pool. Every day. You wake up, go to the bathroom, jump in the pool. Wake up, go to the bathroom, jump in the pool. That's what Mark Spitz had on his calendar for 4 years, 3 times. And he won the gold medal 3 times in swimming for the US. So the process of getting good, talking to your market, finding out what they really want, what the problems are, putting that into a place where you can start using that to build a big business is very boring. And it takes usually a few hundred hours, doing it an hour or 2 a day without seeing any results. It's like going to the gym. If you go to the gym for 2-3 weeks, you're going to have sore arms, probably, and sore everything, and you won't see any difference in how you look. But suddenly, 90 days later, after the daily bore and drudge of doing the things and getting past the pain points, somebody says, hey, you're looking pretty good. This is like that. How many people can stand that you have to go through the drudge work in order to come out the other side? Who's ready for such a thing? If you had a group to do it with. We just had a gal today who hit a rank. We're building an experimental team with for people that are really interested in alternative health type products. It's something that doesn't go into your body at all. And the process, no matter how cool the product is, the people that we're looking for are people that have aches and pains, for one thing, and they want to reduce the amount of meds and pills that they're on. And that's like a lot of people. And they just try this thing, and lo and behold, nothing goes in the body. And in 60 seconds, their ache and pain is gone. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that, right? So that is a very simple market. Then there's another whole side of the market for people that are into stem cell activation. There are people who tell me, oh my God, anything with stem cell activation, I want to know all about it. Why? Because it restores from the inside out. And again, there's no big shots, none of that stuff. So this is an experimental team that we're running because we're very big on helping people get off meds and drugs to some degree when they want to. Remember, that's their problem. They're telling me we want this. And so we had a gal today who's been in one of our programs. We call it the Blitz. It's something we've done for almost 25 years. And she's been in there for like 10 days. And she hit the first rank, which means she's sponsored in 6 people that love what she has. And I forget how much she's made. I don't know, $800, $900. But all these people are on standing orders. And she said, I've never experienced anything like this before. And I've been in the industry for 25 years. Why? Because we didn't tell her, guess what? On day 1, you're going to make all this money. No, we're going to do the drudge work. Remember the repetitions? And then after about 90 days, well, she did it in, I don't know, 11 days or something. But if you set your expectations that the fun work, if you think right now, if you're following Twitter and Elon Musk's story, if you think he's having a good time right now with the entire world of half of Twitter carping on him, no, that's not much fun. And so he's going to have to deal with another month or 2 of that. Everybody, well, you can't do this, and why are you wasting your money? And you laid off all these people, blah, 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 right? That's all he gets all day. But at the end, when he actually makes Twitter work and not lose $4 million a day, the very people who were the biggest critics are going to go, wow, you're pretty good. You see, so we all have to overcome that process of going through the hard parts or the boring parts. And I'm saying to you that that part has to be there, but I can show you how to do it systematically. Like the people who go to the pool every day, the people who work out at Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, 5 or 6 years, he went to the gym 5 to 6 hours every day. Why? Because he wanted to become Mr. Universe. Going to the gym was the boringest thing in the world. But coming out and having that hour of fame, it got him everywhere, from movie roles to the governorship. So just want you to know, okay, you want to connect with Vic? Have any of you been able to connect with her? By the way, if you want to build this fast and you're willing to do the drudge work, let me tell you what Elon wrote his people today. How many people want to know what Elon Musk wrote his Twitter employees last night? I want to hear, because he is looking for the people that are going to help turn Twitter around, not the people that have been freeloading off the company all these years. Right? Try this. He said, you're going to have to work very hard to the people at Twitter, because, you know, Twitter's, half the people got laid off with 90-day severance, so that, you know, they have 90 days to find other jobs. But here's what he said to the ones that are left. In an increasingly competitive world, we will need to be extremely hardcore. I'm here to tell you this is the same for you. The world is very competitive in our industry. Are you with me? It's very competitive. Half the people you talk to are going to be selling something themselves. Are we there? Yes? No? Let me see if you're still there. Somebody respond in the chat. Let me see. He says, this is going to mean working long hours at high intensity. Okay. Only exceptional performance will constitute a passing grade. A passing grade is not a D-. They're surviving. They're fighting for their survival over there, because the previous ownership had made it basically like a social service place for anybody who wanted to come. And everybody got paid. Everybody had jobs, and nobody really monitored if anybody was performing or even showing up. Only exceptional performance will constitute a passing grade. So that's what he's saying. Working long hours, and it's going to have to be people that have to work hard and want to be hardcore. We're setting up a group within our own our experimental team of hardcore people. And we'll take 6 of them for whom this is what they're going to build. 24/7, they're home 24/7. Every waking moment they think about doing this, and in 6 months, we're going to see where we are. A lot of these people are going to have big businesses by then. Why? Because that's the only way to build fast. It's to learn who your market is, talk to them, follow these steps, and totally be focused on what you're building. You can do your own. Obviously, if you want to do that, I would recommend you talk to Vic about getting the 6-figure advisor program. That's what I would do. And if you're just kind of, well, I'm not, you know, then get the smaller program. Okay. All right. That's what I have for you. We are good to go. It has been, what, an hour? Good. All right. Any questions? Leslie, you are so good. We love to see you here. All right. Heather, you're here. Good, good, good. Okay, so if you want to connect with Vic, the other thing you can do with Vic, by the way, is would you like her text number? Because some of you, I know, said you wanted to, I'm getting private messages here. You want to, let me get you her number right now. Somebody said you wanted to text Vic. Is that true? Should I put her text link in here right now? Yeah, I know some of you said that. Okay. So if you want to text Vicki, Vic is our enroller. She's my partner in our business. And this is her text. You can text her and say you want to talk about which program might be able to help you given what your goals are and how much time you have to commit to put into it. Does that sound good? Okay, so you get that number there. You see that? Do you see the number? 707-304. Oh no, did I type it wrong? Yes, I did. Oh crap, here. 707 304 20 90. Okay. Okay, you guys see that? So Gigi, see the second one, Bill, Heather, you see it? Randy, Kasba. Is that how you say that? Sazba? Lenve? I don't know how you pronounce your name. But there it is right there. The other one is maxout.com, pick me. If you want to connect with her, just say, make an appointment. And otherwise, just go to the maxout.com and I'll connect with you there. Does that sound good? All right. Any questions? You guys have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Tell me. Now or never. Chuba. That's interesting. Where are you from? You sound like you're over there in Eastern Europe someplace. I'm from the Netherlands. But Chuba, that's a cool name. Hungary. Yeah. Well, I'm from Holland. We're not that far away. Okay, good. Any questions that anybody has? Central Europe. Yes, I totally. Yep. How many people here want to build a distribution channel that in 6 months is actually giving you $2,000 or $3,000 every month from people that order every month? Say me. Let me see me. Let me see who says me. Okay. All of you need to do your pick me. Do that form because I can help you do it. However, you have to be able to commit a minimum of 90 minutes a day to make it happen. How many of you will do that? Commit 90 minutes every single day to make it happen. Because remember, if you're not doing it now, there's a reason. You're not doing it, probably because you don't know what to do or because what they're telling you to do, you don't want to do. But we will have you do stuff that at the least level of pain, but you're going to have to do it. Heather, you'll do it? All right, so connect with Vic. What do you market, Heather? What do you do for people? So just book with her, book a chat. And Vicky's very well trained. She'll say no first if we can't help you, believe me. Because it's no fun to work with people that can't really do what they said they're going to do, you know? And sometimes it's just your situation. We don't know what it is, but if we can help. And how many people want to be really hardcore? Weight loss. Okay, cool. How many people want to do hardcore? Really in 6 months, boom, they've got it done and they know how to do it. And you can now start building teams. Let me see who says yes to that. Do we have any hardcore people here besides me? Dare to be hardcore? Come on. Who dares to be hardcore? Let me see. Any girls? Yeah, see, the thing is, Heather, if you want it, that part, 90% of it is jumping in the pool, jumping in the pool, jumping in the pool. Nobody, this is called developing your inner scoreboard. Nobody will see anything on the outside. But suddenly, it's like the bamboo that in Mary Kay's book. In 6 months, it grows up 90 feet in like, I don't know, 4 days. That's what'll happen. Yeah. Let me see, I've got our guys. Oh, hardcore? You think it's more of a boy thing? I'll tell you what, all in, totally committed. You're doing it, you're doing it, you're doing it. Who here is there? Yeah. See, and sometimes it's, sometimes it's hard. We had a gal the other day who's in part of one of our teams, and we were talking about, she's setting up her schedule for the daily, certain things she has to do every day, right? Remember the repetitions? And she was saying, oh, it's Thanksgiving and all these people are going to come into my house. And so I don't know that I can do anything for 3 weeks. Okay. So if you are truly committed to building this, would you give up for 3 whole weeks? and just do nothing, because after all, my friends and my family's coming. How many people would say, okay, yeah, sure, I'd just give it up, because after all, who would give it up? Let me see. It's right. No, never give up on you, what you need. If those people are not going to give you 100 grand in 6 months that you might earn with your business, why would you give up the chance to build yourself up to that person that you can be to earn it? When, what are they coming for? To eat food, maybe bring it. And then what is there in that for you? Find your way to carve out an hour for you every day to do whatever you want to do with you. I don't care what you do. 1 hour, yours. No picking up the socks, no noise, no Facebook, no kids, no husband, nobody. If it's between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., you got to have it, because if you don't, you will be everybody's patsy. You'll be like the wallpaper. And every woman has told me, I feel like the wallpaper. Well, get off the damn wall and pick an hour for yourself and do anything. You could just read the Bible if you want. So you could just do your push-ups if you want. It doesn't have to be building, but it has to be something that builds you, your mind, your strength, your endurance, your commitment. Make yourself somebody that when you say, I'm doing this, that you can count on yourself to do it. That's who you're developing. And we're going to help you develop that. It just so happens that we like helping people build distribution networks, because man, oh man, when you got people who have the problem and they want to fix it, ooh, you're just going to bring them in. That's what we do. Are you good with that? All right. How many people have connected with Vic? Yeah. Well, and it's like, you got to start the process. Start the process. LS, we're with you right there. Just start the process. Jump in the pool. Go to sleep. Get up. Go to the bathroom. Jump in the pool. You won't see anything for maybe 90 days. But then on day 91, okay. All right, you guys, we're good to go. Start doing the process. Do the process, and we'll help you with it. Yeah, and this gal just said, I can't even believe this. I don't know how long she's been in the business, 30 years. She said, I did the process. And now she said, I'm just taking people shopping. And they just sign up. And now I'm at this rank, and I have other people. I'm about to hit the next rank. And it's like you lift off from that place. Because she said, I will do the work. If you can just believe that you can do the work, we'll be there with you, no matter what you're marketing. That's what you need. Don't let anybody take it away from you, particularly on Facebook and news and people that distract you to the point where you can't, you get all excited about, I don't know, Trump or Biden, and you can't do anything about it. But after getting all excited and fighting and arguing and thinking about it, you're all tired. And for what? You're no further along than you were before. Shut that stuff off for an hour. Give yourself that hour. Do the thing, get the power. Okay. All right, Heather, I expect to hear from you guys. And the rest of you, Neil and John and all of you, I hope you enjoyed this. You have the information. Are we set to go? All right. See you soon, guys. Thanks for coming. And I'm right there with you, Louise. Don't you worry. Start the process. Start the process. We're right there with you. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming. Yep. Come check it out. See if we can help you. All right. Thanks. My pleasure. Totally.